Well, Rick, I believe that's
Hurry
your.
up, we got Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I know.
Empty the thing, let's go.
We were just joking about that. Ninth comeback win of the year. How important was the resilience shown in the second 40 minutes after the way the first period went?
Yeah, I mean, you're happy, scrappy, like I said, but, tough first period. I think we got to start learning. If we don't have our legs, I mean, whatever, coming back. They played 3 and 4, so you can't use that excuse. I just thought that we just didn't manage the game. A lot of turnovers. You can't do that when you're not. I don't know if you're ready. We just had that wasn't the game plan the first period. So good that we come out of it, but you can't do that because it's tough to come back in this league. So kudos to the guys coming back. Some key guys making some good plays but I think that first period we got to learn from it. It's yeah.
We've asked you about him so much, but how about Kevin and the performance that he put forth tonight to hold you guys in it when the thing was tilted against you in the first?
Yeah, I mean, we're down 2-0, and he just keeps battling. I mean, how can you not love the kid? He just battled and battled. Gave us a chance, get that goal. We kind of breathed a little bit, so it kind of helped us.
You mentioned just your players making key plays, and that's what changed the game. What is it about your players making the change? Like, what changes did you see after the first period, kind of that really led you guys to put up 5 straight in a row there?
Well, I think the first 5 in the second. I think we had a couple of good forechecking. We held pucks. We couldn't hold a puck in the first. We lost every battle, but we started to win some battles. Got back in the game, and then we started turning the puck over again in the second. So, I mean, there's just pockets of it. Obviously, we got to get better at. But I think really it's coming up with managing the puck, and then we won some battles. That's how we kind of got back in the game. Obviously, get that power play goal helps too.
Rick, you talked about how hard it is to come back in this league.
Yeah.
What is it about this specific group and what they've been through that's allowed them to keep mounting these comebacks?
Yeah, I thought we were a good team last year at that. I know it's honestly, you got to credit them because they don't give up. Team's getting some adversity hit this year. There's a bunch of stories that have hit us, and we're dealing with it in a good way. I thought how can you not love the fans for yelling JT out there? I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was awesome. So, thanks to the fans for that.
And nice to see DeBrusk score his first in this building.
Yeah, well, he's scoring every game now. A lot of confidence, scoring around that paint. Say what you want. When you're, I don't care if it's a fluke goal or not. Puts a stick on it. But he's getting those. I don't know. He's probably got 7 of those goals around the paint, and that's a good sign. Obviously he's got a great shot. He can fly down the wing, but when you get a guy like that can score in the paint, Best is the same thing. They score in that area. It's contagious.
We saw Besser and Demko hugging in just warm-ups alone, and then, of course, Demko was on the bench.
Yeah.
But can you feel that positivity around the room with him even just being there suited up?
Yeah, like I said to you guys this morning, this guy's worked his butt off. A lot of lonely days by himself with trainers. Seeing him out there it's great. I mean, we start getting some people back here, but Denver's a guy that, I mean, he's just going to add so much. And obviously the Lancers playing pretty solid group of goaltenders we got.
Yeah, with that, does it give you the opportunity to maybe ease Demko back in and not have to give him a heavy workload given how Kevin's playing?
Yeah, of course. We'll see how here the next day or two, but you got to pick and choose. We got to you got to let Denver get in there, but not going to. You can't play the hell of the guy, so we'll manage him.
What are you seeing from your pairs? It seems like Susie has settled in a bit. I know everybody kind of looked a little bit shaky in the first period, but after that, do you get a sense that there's some comfort building?
I thought Susie was probably there was so many guys that positive in the first. I thought Susie was one of them. I think in the last 4 or 5 games he's settled. He's playing really well. I got to admit. Obviously Hughes is always Hughes. He's just he's all world. But I thought that Susie kind of settled everybody down when we were a little bit jittery.
I stopped by Dean Evison, and he was talking about how frustrated he was about how his team managed the puck as the game went along, which sounds like the opposite of your kind of story. Like, your team got better at that. Is that how you saw it from your perspective?
Yeah, I think that's a good rush team. You know, we're still trying to learn how to play off the rush, be calculated. I just think we're still not understanding when to make plays and when not. We want to make plays, but I feel like when we don't have any speed, we're trying to make plays, and that's a killer if you're off the rush. If you got no speed and they got numbers, you got to play behind them. The puck has to go behind. You got to play. You know, that's when we start getting the puck. You know, under the hash marks. I thought we started. You know, our game came. That's what we're going to have to do. Especially with the guys we have in the lineup, we got to play a certain way. And we got to give them credit though. Like I said, we've been scrappy the last 4 or 5, 6 games, and we got to cut out some of these periods. You know, you can't be outshot 17-2. I mean, that's a tough one for me. But like I said, we've got to give guys credit coming back.
And then there's your PK. I mean, big performance from them tonight. Are they getting to where you want them to be?
Yeah, I think Footy's done a nice job. You know, I think Teddy and Teddy and Suits have done a nice job. They're taking the lion's share of it. But yeah, no, we the PK's been pretty good this year. You know, it's won us some games or kept us in games too.
Suter has been like a Swiss Army knife for
Yeah.
you. In terms of goal scoring, he's consistently scored 14, 15 goals in his career. He's already up to 11 this year. Are you seeing something different with how he gets open for chances and how he finishes?
He's worked on his shot, especially at the start of the year. I remember, I don't know if I had him on I don't know what line I had him on, and I remember he came in. He wasn't even complaining. He just said, "Hey, what can I do to get better?" And we talked about his practice. He was staying on, shooting a lot of pucks. I feel that's really helped him because I think his shot has really improved from last year, and it's off quicker. Obviously, playing with Gars helps too. I mean, Gars gave him a beautiful setup. So yeah, but yeah, he's making the most of his time. Suits, have him out there last minute, as a winger. So you're right, Swiss Army knife.
How important has it been to have him contribute as a center in the top 6 with JT away from the team?
Well, it's huge. When Millsy's out, it gets watered down. But I thought Teddy played good tonight. Teddy was good at the Suits. PD had some moments good. We got Millsy back. That's going to really bolster our lineup and our faceoffs. I think that's something we got to work on. And when Millsy comes back, that'll help us.
Rick, in the past, you've talked about how when maybe there hasn't been a strong period, you haven't gone in the room and just let the leaders talk and the whole team talk. Was today you go in the room and talk, or was it leave the players to sort it out?
Yeah, no, it was Huggy. Like, I went in there and I could tell Huggy had it. They didn't need me to scream and yell. Like, they had it. So there's a time and place for that. But I knew right now when he looked at me, it was like, hey, we got it. So that's a good thing from my captain, our captain. Yeah. Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks.
Harner Singh, John Garrett, Sean Reynolds are going to be with the Los Angeles-Ottawa game for the Calgary Flames. And
okay, wait, can you start a podcast with me, please? I need something to do.
I heard Hoglander is a big Taylor Swift fan.
I want to say Hogs. I would say myself.
What's your favorite song?
I don't know. A love story.
You want to give me a part of it? You want to give me a sample?
No, I can't.
Quinn, thanks for taking the time to come and sit down and chat with me today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Generational talent.
Thanks for liking the video and subscribing.